friends and supporters. This is Uncle Poe. I'm so excited to come in your house today with this video. And the video has for title, How to Use Your Own Pee to Fertilize Your Garden Naturally. Just before I start the video, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for subscribing and to share it with all your contacts. Just before I start the video, I want to take a short break. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. I'm back after the break, and I want to thank you for being there with me. As I mentioned, the title of this video is How to Use Your Own pee to Fertilize Your Garden Naturally. Fertilizing your garden or your field is important to have a great harvest. All fertilizers have three essential elements to nourish your garden, your plants, to allow them to grow, to bloom, and to flourish. Those three elements are NPK. N stands for nitrogen, P stands for phosphorus, and K for potassium. In absence or lack of one of these elements or all of them, your plant will suffer a great loss and your harvest will not that much. Once you identify the problem, you need to correct it in order to give to your field or to your garden what it needs to give you the kind of result you are looking for. So the question you may ask, where to buy fertilizer? And also how much it will cost. We know all of us who used to buy fertilizers, they cost money. And also sometimes you can live somewhere you have no access to find them, especially those who come naturally. Don't be worried about that. This video will cover all that for you. And for that reason, I make this video to encourage you and everyone else to fertilize their field to have a great harvest years after years and after years. And more interestingly, it will cost you not a penny. You may ask, why? Because it is in every one of us. And that's why I call the video How to Use Your Own pee to Fertilize Your Garden Naturally. What do? We collect, because it is the pee that we make 4 to 5 times and up every day. That the kind of P we can use to fertilize your garden, or our field. How to do that? We collect the P in a small recipient and like a gallon. You see, I start collecting the P on this gallon. Okay. When this gallon is filled, what I do, I transfer it to a bigger recipient, which is, it could be a 2.5 gallon, or it could be a bigger recipient like a 5 gallon. And when the 5 gallon or the container, with the bigger container we use to collect that P, when it's filled up, and we write on the recipient the date it was filled up. We tied it up with the top. We tied it up. Each time we pee on it, we keep it closed. We tie it up, and then we put the date on it, and we store it outside of the house. And we keep it for at least a minimum of 6 months and up. And then after the 6 months is over, the minimum time you can wait before you use it, and you can start to use it. If you have an open field that without any plant on it, you can just spread the pea all over the field, all over the field. As many times as you want, according to how much pea did you collect during that period of time, and how many field do you have to fertilize. And if the field, or if you already make the garden, what you do, you take the same pea and you use what to use to spread the pea on the garden, and you use a container like this. Okay, this is a jar. They put peanut on it, and you can fill this with a ratio to make a mixture 1 to 7. What that means, you put 7 of this of water on a other big container, and you put 1 of the pea that you collect, 1 of these, and you put on the container with the water to make a mixture with a ratio 1 to 7. And then with this mixture, you can start irrigate your garden by spread the mixture around the plant from 10 to 12 inches. Why? Not directly on the base of the plant, because the roots are not on the plant, but they are far away from the base of the plant, so that when you put it between 10 to 12 inches, exactly where the roots are. And then the plant, when it absorbs, the plant can use the NPK that is in the pea fermented, and as a nutrient to nourish themselves. To nourish themselves. And don't forget, while you making the mixture, to be careful. First, you need to wear gloves because the presence of the ammonia in the pea, and also you need to pour, as I said, pour the water first before you add the the pea, because the ammonia will be too strong for you to smell, and that can minimize the presence of the ammonia if you put the pea last instead of put it first and then add the water. In conclusion, what do I mean by that? Okay, first you start to pea in a small container like this. Okay, like this. When this is filled up, and you pour it in a bigger container like this. Okay, like this. You can, anyone you have based on what it could be 5 gallon or more. And when this fill up, the bigger container fill up, then you write the date, you add the last P on it. And with that, you tidy it up and you put it out, you store it outside of the house, because the ammonia will be strong. It is time you will not spread the ammonia in the house, but for safety, if someone come open it, you can spread the ammonia in the house. That's why we store it outside of the house. And you keep it for at least 6 months before you start using it. And after the 6 months, if you have an open field, you put on the container, you spread it, you spread the water all over the field until you can repeat it as many times as you want, depending how much urine did you collect for the time and how big is your field. But if the field already garden, as I said, you make the mixture 1 to 7 times of water with of this, with one fill of the pea like this in the water to make the mixture. And what you do, you use the mixture to irrigate all around the garden from 10 to 12 inches. With that, you can expecting to have a great harvest year after year after year. But remember to collect your pea every time you pea. It's no matter how many container of pea do you have, more you have, the better you will have. You can store them for years after years after years. I believe this video will help you wherever you are. If you are someone who like garden, fertilizing the side of your field is what is most important. And this is what I say. I made this one. I don't know if you can see it. Show the date. What date is it? Okay. This is October 31st, 2018. I made this, I keep this pea, and I still don't use it because I have some of others have been there before that date. I use them as those who have been there first. Okay, if this video please you, I would like you to subscribe to the channel, to share it with all your contacts, show that you like it. And if you have any comment, you can write it down. Any question you can ask, so that you can receive all the videos I have on the in the channel from past, present, and future video. If you have any further information, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. That was your friends Uncle Pro that bring you this video. You stay tuned for next video, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching.